I am so excited to try out some of the products that I have purchased throughout this holiday season, and I purchased a lot, so this is just going to be a small sampling, but I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it gives you some ideas on makeup looks. So let's take my glasses off. I literally just got my hair cut this morning, so it's very short. Haven't styled it. She just did a little bit, and I told her don't worry about it because I'm going home to do a video, so I'm going to have to pin it up anyway. So let's get my hair back just a little bit here out of the way, and you will have to excuse me. I've got like 3 little bumps on my face. They don't feel like they're blemishes. They don't, and they're like flat. I don't know what they are. I don't know if I had a reaction to something, because I've tried a little bit of new skincare as well for the last couple of weeks, so don't know about that. But let's get started. The first thing I want to do is put on a little bit of my eye primer. I'm just going to use my Ace Beauty eye primer that I got in BoxyCharm. I absolutely love this because it actually has some color in it, so it's going to take care of any discolorations on your lid, even it out, so then when you put your eyeshadow on, they're going to get more truer colors, and it also helps it to stay. I already did my brows off camera because I wanted to at least have my brows done and put a little bit of lip gloss on me while I went out this morning, so I did that, and I just used my Urban Decay brow pencil that has the pencil on one end and a little brush liquid on the other end, which I showed you in a previous video. I'm also going to put on my primer. I'm going to use the Milk Hydro Gripping Primer. I got this in a little kit at Sephora, and I really do like this. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on, so that will have time to set down while I'm doing my eyes. And I do like how this has a tacky feel to it. So it's going to grip onto the foundation a little bit better. There might be a little head popping up during the video because Loki is up here with me behind me. You can see his little head. Hi! He loves to be up here with me. He's a mama's boy, so he loves being up here with me. Okay, the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to use today, I'm going to do a little bit more neutral look on my eye because I got a couple of different red lip products this year that I just picked up, one at the drugstore, one I ordered with my Sigma order, and one I got at a kit. It's a MAC lipstick. I'm not really comfortable a lot of times wearing a bright red lip, but we're going to try it, so I'm always one to try. So this is the new Tarte palette. This is the one that I had shown in a previous video that I got, and it came as a little 2-pack, and it has your face palette, and then it has your eyeshadow palette. And these are beautiful neutral colors, so I think we can do a really nice look with it. Okay, I'm going to zoom you in a little bit so you can see better. And because this neutral palette, it doesn't have what I call an underbrow color in it, what I'm going to do is I am just going to take my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores, and this is translucent, but I'm just going to put a little bit of this under my brow because I think it helps to have just a neutral color, or one that's close to your flush or skin tone up there. That's a little bit brightening, but it helps your transition color blend a little bit easier, so you can use, if you don't have a eyeshadow color that'll work, the powder works fine. Okay, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to use my Sigma, this is a small tapered blending E45 brush, and I'm going to start out by using this color right up here, and this is called Everlasting. I'm going to get some on my brush, tap off a little bit, and then I'm going to do this in my crease and above my crease. I think if you're going to do a bold lip, it's better to do a more soft, neutral eye. So that's why I picked this palette. I didn't want to do anything super bold or vivid. I did get a couple of those. I did actually go out yesterday. This video is being taped the Saturday after Thanksgiving. It's going to air a couple weeks after that, so I went out Black Friday and I went to Ulta and I got the big Man-Eater palette from Tarte. I wanted to get that one, and I've ordered a couple of other ones. I've got another Natasha Denona one coming and a couple of different things. So I'm going to have a lot of different eyeshadows to try out some different looks for you. And I did buy a couple of more affordable palettes as well. Okay, so that's our one that we're going to use for that. Then I'm going to take this brush. This is an E25 by Sigma, and I'm going to go in with this color right here, which is a little bit more deeper mauve, and it's called Daydream. I'm just going to go out here at the corner, and then I'm going to go into my crease a little bit. We're doing a very soft, neutral look. And I love doing mauves and pinks. You can see, it's just very light colors, an everyday color palette. Then I'm going to go back in. I've got this little blending brush. This is a Sigma E40. I'll blend these two together a little bit. And I want to go a little bit deeper. So I'm actually going to pick, I think, do I want to do more of a berry or do I want to do more of a brown? The one is called Intricate and the other one's called Elaborate. I think I'm going to do, we'll start out with Elaborate, and who knows, maybe, so I'm going to pick the little more of a red color. You don't want to get it too vividly. I want it to blend with the lips, but I don't want to get it so it's causing a lot of attention to your eyes and your lips. You want to pick one focus color. So I think this is going to be good. It's not going to be too bold or too bright. And these Tarte eyeshadows, ladies, they blend like a dream. They're just so creamy. Actually, I will show you on my arm. I'm going to swatch some of these for you. This is the color we're using right now. This is called Elaborate. And the one above it is called Daydream. Then we've got one called Vivid, which has a shimmer to it. That's really pretty. And then the Intricate is like your darker plummy brown color. And I'm going to swatch a couple of these shimmers. There's one called Timeless. Ooh, look at that. And then we've got one called Masterpiece. Which is a more peachy gold. And then we've got one called Visionary. Let's see what this one is. Ooh, this one's deeper. But look at the colors on those. They're beautiful. They're soft, delicate, but you can go darker with the darker one. I really like these. And they, like I said, they blend like a dream, and they do stay on a long time. So that is a plus. Okay. I think I want to do, I'm going to take just a little bit of the deeper color, and we get this very small pencil. It's an E30 pencil brush. from Sigma, and I'm just going in right close to my lash line to give a little bit of a thicker edge here, a little bit more drama. And that just gave it a little bit of depth right there at the corner, which I really like. I'm liking this a lot so far. Now, what color are we going to pick for our shimmer? Do we want to stay in the pinks? I think this might be a little bit too dark. And I think our vivid might be a little bit too vivid. So I think I'm going to take the one called Timeless. Let's see how this looks. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. Oh, this is beautiful. This is a perfect, like soft pink. I am all about pinks. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the gold and I'm going to go in the corner and pop that. Because I do like a little bit of a different tone. I'm just going to blend these two right here. Okay, let's see if I can get you in a little bit. Okay, let's see if we can get you in a little bit closer. I like the color on this. The pink is just such a soft, pretty, shimmery pink. Okay, I don't think I'm actually going to do a regular liner. I might take a little bit of our darker color here. And I'm going to bring it just a little bit real thin across the lid. I've got the smallest little, this is a E06 brush. I am basically pressing this right into my lash line. So it's going to connect that little smoky area that we put out here in a thicker line. And I'm just bringing it, connecting it so it's thinner but all the way across. And then we might do some under the eyes as well. We're going to start out with our mascara today, but the first thing I'm going to do is always use my lash comb, go through my lashes, do it top and bottom to get them all separated, and then I'm going to curl them. And I try to curl down deeper to the lash line, and then I move up a little bit and I'll curl them again. So that way, instead of them just being straight up, they're sort of on a curve. And it seems to help them stay a little bit better. Okay, now that they're curled, I'm going to use the Tower 28 mascara. I did buy this new this year. I bought the Calorie mascara, which I did show in a previous faves and fails that I do love both of them. And one of the other ones I just picked up yesterday is the It Cosmetics Hero mascara, and I used that years ago and I haven't used it in a while, so I thought, you know what, it was on sale for $12. I'm going to go ahead and grab another one and try it again. But I'm going to put a little bit of lash primer on my lashes before I do my mascara. I'm going to do that off camera and I will be right back. Okay, I did put one coat on, now I'm going to put another coat on. A little bit more volume. Okay, that's all done, so let's move on to our complexion. I'll try to do this fast because I don't want this to be super long. The concealer I have is the Kosas concealer. I've been wanting to try it for a while, so when they had some things on sale, I went ahead and picked it up. And I am telling you, I am loving this. See if we can cover up a little bit of these little red spots, but I don't know what they are. And then I'm going to use my BK Beauty Angie. This is the A506 concealer brush. And then I'm just going to put a little bit in the corner and then a little bit in my outer corner as usual, and then blend it over and blend this up so it helps give us a crisper line on our eyes. And just put a small amount on. You don't want to get too much, especially if you are a little bit older and have fine lines and wrinkles, because you don't want it too subtle. So less is more, ladies. Put just what you need to cover up, but don't build it up really thick, because then it could end up looking cakey and settling into every fine line and wrinkle that you have. So that just brightened it up, did a little bit of concealing. Now the foundation that I'm going to use today is the NARS. I love this. This is a light reflecting foundation. Do you like this? A little bit on, and then we're going to start with a brush. Today I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics. This is my, see this? This is my Skin Smoothing Complexion brush. So we're going to start out, and we're just going to, and my skin is a little bit dry because I did put all my skincare and sunscreen on before I left to get my hair cut this morning, so it's been absorbed in for several hours now, so I probably should have added a little bit to it, but it seems to be working okay. And I love this foundation because it gives you a nice, smooth, natural finish. It's not matte. It's not super glowy. It's just a beautiful natural finish. And just a little bit more, some of these problem spots. And I'll blend them in. And I'm just using more of a pressing. And so I love this brush. It's dense, but it's on an angle, and they're very soft bristles, and it just, you're sort of pressing it in. You're not swiping across because you're not dragging it off. This way you're pressing it in, and I think you get a little bit of a better finish that way. I'm going to bring it down so it blends into your neck. Wow, I'm loving this. Okay. Okay, I've got a little sponge here, and I'm just going to press everything in. Okay, that looks very nice. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to get my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores pressed powder. I did get this because IT Cosmetics on their website had a sale. So I got the Your Skin But Better foundation, and then I also got this powder, and I'm going to use this big fluffy F28 powder or bronzer brush from Sigma. Just going to swirl, going to tap, because you never want to get too much, ladies. Again, it's just, if you get too much, it just looks like how the old pancake makeup used to look years ago. That was before my time, but I used to love watching old movies, and you could sort of tell sometimes when things were a little bit cakey. Once that's on, then I always like to go back and press that in so it meshes well with the foundation, and that's going to help set your foundation in as well. Tell you, I am very excited just trying this NARS foundation. I know it's been out a while. I know a couple of people have recommended it. Allie Glines loves it, and I'm really liking this. It's not settling into any fine lines or wrinkles, which is a plus when you get older, so it looks very, very nice. So that's our base for our foundation. Now we're going to move into, I did bring up a contour stick, my Kiko Milano contour stick, because the bronzer that's in this palette, as you can see, it's a little bit warmer, and I like a cooler undertone normally to do my contouring with. So I'm going to grab this, and you can see this is a cooler, I guess muddy color, because you want it to look like a shadow. So I'm going to put a little bit of that on, and you will have to excuse, I have hair color on my skin. Try not to get it on there, but she got a little bit on, so we'll see. It normally comes off, so I'm not too worried about it. And then we are just going to blend that in. And Kiko Milano is more of a drugstore brand, so it's not expensive. I use it for contouring under my chin as well. Down a little bit. And you can see by it being a cooler undertone, it looks more like a shadow. You don't want anything that's brighter and warmer, because it normally, if you look at shadows, they're not. They're more of a cooler, muddy color to them. So that just gives a nice... And then I'm going to take the bronzer that's in here, and this is called, oh, it's hard to see, Exquisite. And I'm going to use that as my bronzer, and it's a cream bronzer, and I'm just going to put it, oops, here, it's falling out, I should have got more than one clip. Up in the top here, I'm just going to use my fingers to blend it in a little bit, and then I'll get my brush. It's just giving me a little bit of color up here. I'll blend it in. I'm going to use this as a little bit of a lighter contour on the sides of my nose. Okay, then for blush, we're going to use the blush that's in here. It's a really soft, pretty pink. It's called Treasure. It's like a rosy pink. I'm actually going to use my Sigma brush. I'm going to apply it with my fingers first and just tap it in. And then I'm going to take my blush brush and I'm going to blend it in. It's giving just a nice soft color. And I always like to start at the back and come forward. Don't put your darkest color at the front. You want to start with your heaviest concentration at the back and blend forward, but keep it high. Beautiful. Really liking this. It's a very natural look. And then on the end of this palette, they've got a highlighter, and it's called Mosaic. So let's see how... It actually's got like a goldish coppery tone to it. So I don't know how, we'll see. I'm just going to pat it on lightly because I don't really want to go. Oh, it's actually coming out really nice. So if you put it on real concentrated in your finger, but it actually comes out when you blend it out and tap it out, it comes out more flesh colored. But woo, look at that glow. I normally don't, if it's a casual day, don't put highlighter on, but I like it for today for this look, so it's going to give it a really nice. Okay, I think I'm going to go back in and just put a little bit of eyeshadow underneath the bottom of my eye. So I'm going to get, I brought a little smudger brush up here. This is the E21 from Sigma. And I think I'm going to start out with our first color that we used, Daydream, the pink. And I'm just going to put a little bit right on the lash line underneath. We're going to try to tie the colors in a little bit. This is the second shade that we used. It's not the very lightest pink, it's the second color. But I am going to take a little bit of the lightest color and put that more towards my inner eye. And then I'm going to take our darker color and I'm going to put that at the outer edge, so it's going to blend right up into my color that I have deepened at the outside. Sorry about that. The hazards of having two puppies in the house. My husband is outside working. And then I'm bringing that right up the edge of my eye so it blends right into the other color. And then I'm going to take a little bit of our shimmer color, our pink shimmer color that I love so much, and I'm going to blend that right sort of over the top of those first two colors, not at the outer edge. I think this is just going to soften that up. Very pretty. Like that. And I think I'm going to leave it like that. I don't think I'm going to put a lot of mascara underneath. I think I'm just going to leave it like that so it gives it a little bit of a softer look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run downstairs, finish my hair up a little bit, get some jewelry in, and I will be right back and we'll do our lips. So I'm back. I went down and did my hair, and as you can see I got it cut short and I went dark and back again. I got a little bit shorter than I did the last time, a little bit tighter. I think she used a 2 and a 1.5, and I had to go a little bit more of a V and a little bit tighter around my neck so it's a little bit more feminine down in a V. And as it was growing out, I was getting, my hair was sort of sticking out, so I had to go a little bit shorter there. So I really like this. I'm enjoying it. So now I brought up a couple of different options. Actually, I brought up 4 different options for lips. Okay, and those 4 options are MAC lipstick, and this is in, let's see if I can find this, Ruby Woo. Swatches on my hand for you. It's Ruby Woo. And I like that because it's a little bit more of a pinker red or a cooler red. The next one is from Milani, and this is Fleur. And this one definitely is more, it's a deeper and more of a, definitely a cooler tone reddish color. And then I got this liquid lip from Sigma. Oh, and I can't read this. I don't think anybody can read this, even with glasses on. I need magnifying glass. This liquid lip. This one is a true red, ruby red. And last but not least, I got one of our Maybelline, gotta shake it up good, vinyl ink, Superstay. And this is in the color Wicked. So those are the 4 colors. And as you can see, the MAC one at the bottom here looks a little bit pinkier. Then we've got our Milani, which is deeper. Then we've got the Sigma, and then last but not least, up here at the top, we have our vinyl ink. So they're all a little bit different. We've got bright, lighter, all the way up to deeper, pink, and then our top 2, I think our bottom 2 are a little bit more pinker reds, and our top 2 are a little bit more true red. Okay, so I think we're going to pick a choice between one of these 2. All right, how about we try? Let's go for it. Let's go red. I think for the holidays, a red lip is always appropriate. This is going to dry down a little bit. Okay. What do you think? We did a little bit more neutral eye. It's got a little bit of a color to it, but it's not like super bold. And then we did our red lip for the holidays. And as I said, red lips are always appropriate. So whether you want to do something that's bright, true red, or a little bit deeper red but a cooler tone, they have red lipsticks out there that have a little bit more warmer or orange undertone. So if your skin tone is a little bit warmer, those actually would look a little bit better. I have very cool or neutral undertones, so the true red or a bluer red actually look better on my lips. So this is our total completed look. What do you think? Does it make you think Christmassy or holiday? I just love it. I think it came out very well. All of the products that I used today, I think are great products. I love them. I will continue to use them and continue to repurchase them because I think they are a good value. I really appreciate you watching this video with me today. I do hope that while you are here, you will join my community by hitting the subscribe button, ringing the notification bell, and if you did enjoy it, give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment below. Any comment that you have about the look or something else that you would like me to do, a different holiday look, or any kind of look that you'd like me to do or anything you'd like me to talk about, I will gladly do that. It helps with the YouTube algorithm, and as I have said, I am trying to grow my channel. It's not easy when you're first starting out. Once you get subscribers, you grow a little bit more, but that first step is a little bit hard, and I appreciate all of the followers that I do have, each and every one of you, and I'm going to continue to do this because I love doing it. So go out, have yourself a wonderful, blessed day, and I'll see you again in the next video.